Hey Spark, so I created this new format and I'll be posting videos every single Sunday, and the goal is to inspire, educate, and share. So the first thing that I'm going to do with you hopefully will breathe life into you, because it's breathed life into me. I'm going to read part of it, and if you're following me on Instagram, then you may already know this story, but you're going to hear some commentary from me. 2017 was the year I walked away. It's the year that I decided to leave the shame, embarrassment, and failure behind. I checked out mentally years before it was over. I just didn't want to give up. Failure wasn't an option, right? Wrong. Failure is a part of success. Quitting separates the failures from those that succeed. In 2017, I kept hearing this phrase from speakers and people I admired. Who you marry is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. I knew that I made a poor decision and my ego was fighting against me. Fear of failure was my ego. And Sparks, my divorce was final in August of 2017. I felt an amazing sense of freedom, and yes, at times I still struggle with shame. This was the one that was supposed to be forever, right? After 2 husbands, I am the one common denominator, right? Yes, I am. But I made a poor choice and decided that I couldn't live with that choice forever. I had to take full responsibility, forgive, and move on. A coach once told me, you were born with the gift to get over it. So whatever it is that you need to give up, I pray that you have the strength to do it. And Sparks, I know that many of you have gone through the love experience and the journey. I started on YouTube in 2009, and by 2010, a year in, I was married. So I know that many of you have followed me along on this journey. Maybe it was 2010. And if you noticed, a few years ago, I stopped making videos, and I couldn't inspire, educate, and share. Some of the videos that I was making at the time, where it was like divorce your unsupportive spouse, that was for me more than it was for you. So I'm going into 2018 with freedom, with peace, with clarity, and with focus. I knew in 2017 that I just couldn't do it anymore. And when I turned 40, I was like, freak it. And I had to let go. So again, I want to breathe life into you. And if you're struggling in a relationship or a marriage, I get it. And if you're embarrassed and ashamed, I get it. But your mental health is important. So I want to leave that with you. Woosa! Now that heaviness is out of the air. All right, let's talk about my hair. So I'm going to educate you just a little bit. So this is actually natural 20-second natural hair woman product. Okay, some of y'all are coming along leaving comments like, is she putting relax in the product? Y'all stop that. That is not cool. She is not putting relaxer in her product, and y'all know it. You shouldn't even be doing that, sabotaging that lady's business like that. I like her, that woman's business like that. So what I did differently is I noticed I followed a lady on Instagram that said when she banded her hair that it looked a hot mess, and I noticed with mine, so my earring, it looked a hot mess as well. So I thought, well, let me not band it. And so the next time I washed it, I actually put the conditioner on and I shingled it instead, and I haven't washed it out. And see if you can see the back. See, I still have some movement, and I really like it. So as you can see, my curl is still there. She did not put relaxer in the product. Don't say that. I like it, but you have to find what works for you. I do find that her product is, it's greasy. I mean, it is. It doesn't have water in it. And because I'm not used to my hair feeling that way, it for me is a little like, but I'm getting used to it. And I at least want to give her product 6 months. Her hair is the longest hair on YouTube, the longest natural kinky hair on YouTube. She's the most authentic, and not just her kids too. So I do want to grow. I want to grow my hair I want to retain about 3 to 5 more inches, and then I think I'm good. So yeah. All right, so I like her product, but there's other products out there, but I just don't want to be a product junkie, so I'm gonna give it about 6 months. Now, I want to share with you some of the things that I'm reading. So this book is called How Rich People Think, and I post it up on my Instagram every day. I do like a 2-minute story. I really like it because the chapter is like one page, and there's a quote like, middle class believes they aren't worthy of great wealth. The world class believes they deserve to be rich. So it talks about how middle class people think, how wealthy think, and how you can make the shift to think like a wealthier person. I like this book also because it's not really like a poor person and a rich person. It's like, hey, you got money, you got a job, a career, a business, and you're not to that next level. You're kind of stuck. The middle class is the wealthiest class, paying the most taxes, really supporting, buying things, but why can't you get now to the 2%? This is going to help you take that leap to the 2%. And I'm also reading a book called The Big Leap because I felt like I hit a point in my life where I was just at the ceiling and I felt like I couldn't get to the next step. And when I read the first chapter of this book, the introduction even, it talks about the one problem that holds us back. And we all have it. He says it in the book. But I mean, do you ever feel like, dang, I was created for more? I've felt like this since I was a little girl, as far as I can remember. Like, I knew that I was destined to more. I knew that my life wasn't fair and I didn't care. I'm like, I know I'm destined for more. I know that God desires more for me in my life. I know that, however you think, the creator. But I just felt like I couldn't get there, and I would blame it on, excuses. Oh, I married the wrong person, or I was in the wrong relationship, or I didn't do the right thing. And really, it's just because I had hit a limit. So I set goals, and I would just pulverize them. Every year I've set decade goals, and I meet all my goals. And so he says the more successful you get, the more urgent it becomes, identify and overcome your upper limit. Imagine you sense a huge, unrealized potential in yourself and an extraordinary level. I'm just going to delete all that out. So, if you kind of feel like you're in a situation where you realize that there's more for you, but you can't get there, I recommend this book. And the other thing that I decided to do was invest in Audible. I kind of upped my subscription and read along with the books. Guys, so what if we read along with the books? Because most books, like this book's a 5-hour read. I can sit through Audible an hour a day and read along with the book. Right? All right, y'all, if you have any questions for me, business, health, I'm on a plant-based journey, my natural hair, you can set up a call with me for free through Clarity. It's free, the first 15 minutes. I'm not going to sit all day on the phone with you, but for 15 minutes, you can have my attention for free. And I charge a lot of money for my time. And I'm actually going out of the country in a few weeks, so it's kind of limited. Well, whenever you're watching this video, right? Because these videos stay up for years. All right, Spark, so leave me a comment below. How are you going to go out and take action and live the life of your dreams? I'll see you in the next video. Peace.